Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the DX Gan Gun Hand from Kamen Rider Ghost. This is the default weapon of Kamen Rider Specter, kind of like Ghost has the Gan Gun Saber, except it has a lot less modes. But yeah, let's go ahead and I guess get into it with the box, which like I always say is everyone's favorite parts of my reviews. I always wonder if there's any first-time watchers that think I'm serious with that, because I am. Okay, so the box, pretty typical fare. You got a really cool shot of Spectre there, which I guess any shot of his helmet's pretty cool, because I like his helmet. Then you have a shot of the weapon there, you got the name on the top. You've got Nobunaga here, using his sort of blaster mode. And then it shows that it comes with, there's my finger, Specters Ghost Eyecon. And on the side here, you get another shot of Nobunaga. I almost just said Nobunaga States for some reason. That's a weird one. Usually I call them combos. And then you got just regular Spectre over there. And then on the back, it just shows you how you can use it. Look, he goes in another form. The Cobra Cell, which I have no idea why my shipment got split up. It was like, I guess, an accident on my part, but so that review will be later. But it can combine with it to become like this scythe weapon, kind of like the Gan Gun Saber can combine with the Condor Phone to make an arrow thing, which is just really a neat feature. And then it just kind of advertises yet again its functions and how it works with the Ghost driver and all that jazz. I'm just going to leave the back there because I've never done that before. Alright, so I guess we'll start with the Ghost Icon. So like I said, you do get Spectre's Ghost Icon. It's pretty typical fare. It's mainly black plastic around the edges. You have S and then Spectre there at the top. As you can see, here is his symbol sticker right there. And then you got the attack. And then what I call the camera thing, which I believe is a slightly different color. It's like a little bit more blue than Ghost ones. And then just, you know, the S logo, excuse me, hiccup there. So yeah, that is the icon. That's all it does if you don't have a Ghost driver. But luckily, we do have that. So let's go ahead and knock the display over. And we'll go ahead and show what it does. So, fanny pack open. Alright, so there's his transformation noises. Now the first single attack. Okay. Too many times. Alright, so that's about it for that, so we'll go ahead and set this aside because we are going to need that in a minute. So now let's take a look at the weapon itself. It's a pretty okay size. Obviously, you can tell just by looking at the pictures on the back, it's not the same size as it would be in the show, which they rarely are. If you stack it up next to, which I don't have it here, you'll just have to take my word for it, but if you stack it up next to the Gan Gun Saber, it is roughly the same length of it from top to bottom. There might be a smidge, maybe taller with this, but it's pretty much the same. And honestly, it's kind of an okay weapon for me. I do prefer the Gan Gun Saber just because it's more modes, I think, make it more fun. It's real simple to transform and it's just generally more fun. But this isn't too bad. One thing I really like about it is the blue plastic they use on it. It's like this, it's almost slightly see-through blue. I don't know if you can see it, just ever so slightly. Like you can only see through it a little bit and it's almost got like a sparkle to it. And it actually looks really neat. The camera isn't picking it up quite as well, but yeah, in person I just think it's actually a really neat plastic. The silver here almost has a nice shine to it as well, and then you got like the coin of Owenchia. I don't know what that accent was. But yeah, I think that actually looks pretty neat. Just the blue plastic's actually really neat looking. I just said neat a bunch of times, but I do like that about it. But other than that, it's pretty typical, just kind of a smallish sized Toku weapon. And like I said, I just kind of prefer the Gan Gun Saber. I mean, this has some neat things about it, but it just isn't quite as versatile. Alright, to turn it on, there's an on-off switch right here, so you get the confirmation name just like usual. Alright, now in this mode, by pressing the trigger, you just get some generic like attack noises. There we go. So you kind of cycle through those, and you can do it in succession. And then if you press this button, it's got like the pump shotgun action, and it'll transform it, and this little hand will come down. And it'll make those mechanical noises, and now the hand's kind of closed like this, and it's got like the blaster mode out, and then it will make different noises when pressing the trigger. That sounded really funny. It sounded like a back and forth. So yeah, those are the basic generic noises you get with that. And now when you transform it back, press this button, and this happens. Wafflebot? How did Wafflebot get in there? Waffles are awesome, man. If anybody gets that reference, you're just awesome. So basically, when you do that, you get the Wafflebot noise. Alright, so that's all it does if you don't have a Ghost driver. If you have a Ghost driver, just like with the Gan Gun Saber, you can sync this up with the eye here and, you know, do final attack sounds. Alright, now for the other mode. Alright, and then the same sounds after that. I actually really dig the little background music that plays during that standby. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, Wafflebot, 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 play us out. There we go. So yeah, that's really all it does. Just kind of like the Gan Gun Saber. You get attack noises for its individual modes, and then you get final attack noises and some slight transforming action. But overall, it's just kind of okay for me. I don't really hate it, but I don't absolutely love it. Like I said, if you have to pick a weapon, go for the Gan Gun Saber. I think this is a pretty easy skip. I think it's going to be neat when you can do the functionality with the helper gadgets. I think the scythe thing is pretty cool, so I get a feeling I'll like that when I get it. But on its own, unless you really want to get the official Specter Ghost icon, then I think it's a pretty easy skip, and you can find another way to get it. It's just honestly not really that worth it. It's kind of neat. It's like this weird little gadgety thing. It's like, oh man, Inspector Gadget, get it? Come on, guys, come on. No, but yeah, it's just kind of not really worth it. It's just an overall okay weapon unless you're really hard up about the DX icon. I would pass on it for now. It's just not quite as cool as the other one. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure to check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.